our procrastination goes up, our motivation goes down, and we end up just leaving things and being like, why do I want this thing so much? But at the same time, why am I so repelled by it? Hi guys, welcome to my video, Make Yourselves at Home. My name is Yvonne Navarro and this is Abby. And we bring you videos here on YouTube with tips on mental health, relationships, law of attraction, maybe some finances, anything to make your life better. And on Saturdays, I bring you some story times and juicy gossip about my life and other people's lives sometimes. We've all been there. We have this dream, we have this goal, and we feel like, and as time goes on, we feel like we're losing our mojo. We feel like we're losing gas and energy on our way there. And like anything we do, it's just not enough. As time goes on, you just start losing your energy and your motivation and your mojo. How do you solve this? First thing I have to tell you is this is normal. It happens to everyone. And this was very hard for me to believe because I thought that if I'm passionate about something and if I have a dream and a goal and I want something, I'm always going to be super motivated to make it. And the truth is, it's not like that. We have different times where we're more motivated than others, and we have different cycles and life changes, and we have other things we need to worry about, and our mood changes, and everything changes, and our energy changes. Our procrastination goes up, our motivation goes down, and we end up just leaving things and being like, why do I want this thing so much? But at the same time, why am I so repelled by it? Why am I so unmotivated to do it? It's normal. It's normal. The first thing you need to know is that it is normal, that it happens. Everything changes, everything flows, everything grows, everything changes. And so is your motivation. The trick here is, how do you use that flow? How do you use that energy sometimes, that lows, that internal awareness? How do you use every stage of your life or your mindset, every day, every week, every month, every year, in your favor? One of the things that I've been talking about a lot lately is pause. Take a break. If you keep going, you're going to just, it's like your car doesn't have any more gas and you keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing, and you're going to mess up the engine. You're going to mess up the engine. And not only if you had stopped, put gas on it and then kept going, you would go so much farther than if you keep going with an empty tank. Okay? So, pause. Take a pause. Take a breather. If you haven't seen it, take a look at my video on I give myself permission to quit. It's not only about quitting, it's also about pausing, and how important it is to pause, how important it is to take a break and to step back to look at the bigger picture. So take a look at that video if you haven't already. So, okay, Yvonne, I paused. Now what? What's going on? Like, I paused, I have nothing to do. Do I just watch Netflix? Do I what? So, the other thing is, we need to understand the flow of our own mind and our own energy and our own mood. And not only for women, it's also for men, but obviously, especially for women, our hormones are, during the month, our mood changes. Our energy goes up, our energy goes down. It depends. I saw this video, and I'm going to link it down below, by Sunny. She is amazing. She talks a lot about how to grow on YouTube and everything, but also she's talking about how not to burn out. And she mentioned this that I hadn't thought about it before, and it is, and also there's a book called Flow, which I'm going to get for sure. And it talks about, especially for women, but I think it can help for men too. Not the book, obviously, because it talks about women's cycles. But, so you're a man, you can get it. I don't know. Would you be interested in getting that book? I don't know. We all have flows. We all have times where we're more energized and where we're less energized. So, the best way to know this is to track. And I'm going to focus on one thing here, and it is take inventory. This video is going to be all about taking inventory. So the first thing you need to track and take inventory is your energy during the day, during the week, and during the month. I noticed that sometimes I am more prone to be excited about something, and sometimes I'm more prone to be tired, exhausted, just I don't want to deal with it. And sometimes I'm more internal, I'm analyzing, I'm feeling more things, I'm more inspired, but in an emotional way rather than in an actional way. So by taking track about your emotional state and your energy, you will be able to work with it. On the days you're more internal and more calm, you can do more creative stuff. You can get in touch with your emotions, do more meditation, do more yoga. In the days when you're more motivated, you can start new projects, get the work done. And in the other days, you can just plan, or you can just sit back and relax. This is why I loved so much that video, because it talks about that. And it gives you permission to breathe, to take some rest. It's not bad. It's actually part of the journey. You need to pause and breathe. And while you're at it, make an inventory of your day. So I'm going to link down below another video that I saw where you track not only your habits, but you track your energy during the day. So how your energy is going to go up and down, and when you track that energy, when you make a chart of it, you make a note, you will be able to see when does your energy dip and why does your energy dip. Normally when we lack motivation is because our energy is low. So where is that? How do I feel? Do I feel motivated? Do I feel calm? Do I feel excited? Do I feel anxious? Is my energy up or down? Am I more internal, more external? Am I like excited, motivated, outgoing? Or am I more like taking everything in? Take an inventory. And also you can track why, like what happened before that. Like I had bad news. I had an argument with someone. My energy fell down. I had lost motivation. Ooh, okay, maybe take a look at that relationship, at that person, at that friendship, and put some boundaries, because maybe that can help you to not lose motivation. Once you take an inventory of your energy, when you're more energized and less energized, my second tip is now take an inventory on what caused that. What were the things that happened previously to that? What were the thoughts you were thinking? What happened? Maybe you had a fight with someone, you had an argument, and that caused your energy to go down and your mental health to go down, and for you to be anxious or depressed because of this discussion. Or whenever this person comes around, I start feeling less motivated, more motivated. What happens? Maybe then you can start to track your relationships and your boundaries around that relationship, and that can help you keep a constant motivation, or that can help you avoid that, to not lose track of your own goals and not lose track of your own energy. Track anything that happened before and after. An example is, I've been tracking my headaches. I get headaches, I get migraines really frequently. And one day I was like, I just need to know what it is. And lately I've been taking inventory about what I eat. I know it's a lot of inventory and a lot of lists, but honestly, data is so important, even in creative work, even in our own physical and mental health, because it gives you a starting point and gives you a visual of where am I and where do I need to go. So I started tracking what I ate that day, what I thought that day, and when it started. So now I know exactly what it is that is causing my headache. Or I don't know yet, but eventually I will know exactly what it is that's causing my headache. And I also take an inventory of what I did. I'm sorry, my fingers and I was cleaning my board, because I was just making like another goals board and everything, and my fingertips are very dirty, have marker and on them, so I'm sorry. So I wash them, okay? I promise I wash them. They just don't, it doesn't go away. It just doesn't go away, but okay. So also I'm tracking what I do after to fix it and what actually fixed it, because I keep doing the same things over and over and it doesn't work. And if I can find that one thing that actually makes it go away, I can do it over and over, and I can reduce the time to heal in half. I can make it faster. The next thing I want you to track is your progress. Sometimes because we are really focused on what we don't have and where we are not at yet, we forget where we came from and how far we've come. So track your progress. Make a list on the things you have accomplished, the things you towards your goal, what steps you did take, what progress you have towards that goal, how much have you changed from last year to this year in terms of your goal. And you might get motivation. You might get a little bit of like, I did advance. I'm not as far as I thought I was. And that is going to help you to get a little bit more motivated on the days that you just feel like quitting. And the last thing I want you to track is your values. What? How do I track that? Okay, so make sure your goal is not going against your core values. We are driven by our values and our identity. So basically what values are is what's important to me about a certain subject. So if you don't know your values yet, you're going to sit down and make a list and ask yourself, what is important to me about the specific thing that I'm losing my mojo on, or that I'm losing my motivation on my goal? What's important to me about that goal? Or what's important to me about a career? What's important to me about a dream, about my livelihood? What's important to me about this? And make a list of that. And then take a look and say, okay, are my actions and my career and the way I'm going, is that aligned with my values right now? Because if it's not, then your own subconscious mind is blocking you from getting your dream because it thinks it goes against your core values. It will never let you, your mind will never let you get something it thinks it's wrong for you. That's why you self-sabotage. That's why you quit before you start. That's why because it's against your values. It's protecting you. Let's remember, the most important job from our subconscious mind is to protect us. Okay, so how would be the best way to protect us is if something goes against our values or against what's important to us, we just say no. That's not it. So even though you consciously want something, if it's going against your values, you won't go get it. Or once you're about to get it, you will find a reason to leave, or you find a reason to not get it. So make sure you align what's important to you about this and what is this giving you. And if they don't align, you either change your mindset around your goal or the way you're doing your goal to make it fit your values, or you find someone to help you. I don't recommend changing your values because those are your values unless they're not helpful, but I will find someone like an expert, a professional to help you realign your values. And it will usually be a hypnotherapist, a neurolinguistic programming practitioner, or maybe even therapist. So go find someone who can help you realign your values. And it's always good to go to therapy, I think, but don't ever, just because you go with a coach or a therapist or someone to help you, doesn't mean that you don't have to do the work, and it doesn't mean that you will leave all of your things, all of your life in the hands of the other person. If something doesn't feel good, you can always quit. You can always say, I don't like it. I'm not aligning with that. And that's totally okay. But that's beyond the point. The point is, let's say you find something that does not, I want to be more specific about values and how will they not align and how to make them align. Let's say my most important value is freedom, and I'm working at an office. And in order to achieve my goal of becoming vice president, I know that I will have to work more hours. I will have to spend more time at the office, and I will have to do these projects that take more time away from my family, away from my hobbies and stuff. That directly goes against your freedom in your mind. So if freedom is the most important value, but your work requires you to, in your mind, you think you will require less time with your family and less freedom, you won't get it. You just won't do it because it's not, or you will suffer through it. So maybe a way could be talk to yourself and think, how can I make this goal and still feel free? I will promise myself I will promise myself I will take 1 day a week with my family. I will take one every 2 weekends off. I will do this, I will do that, I will organize. Make sure you convince yourself again. And how can you rearrange so you can still be free and get your goal? that's just one example. If you want me to go deeper into your values and how to make them align, let me know, and I will definitely do a whole video just on values. I'm very passionate about it right now. If you want it, I will be more than happy to do it for you guys. This is it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the video if you find it helpful. Make sure you share it with someone that might find it really helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content and more videos like this. And I will see you in my next videos.